So this is a complicated question, and I really don't know what the words anybody has used. But let me tell you some background. So, firstly, when we discuss the size of economies publicly, we generally use US dollar current prices. Okay, so you convert every currency, like if you are talking about Germany or Japan or anybody, they would have their measure are in their local currency. India is in rupees, so they have to be converted to US dollar prices at current exchange rates. First, that's the first thing. The second thing is that when we generally compare economies, we generally do it in terms of annual GDP. Of course, GDP is only measured properly in annual, but there are some advanced countries also have quarterly. We have quarterly estimates also. But generally, unless we are talking about a change which is just happening, we don't generally use quarterly GDP. So if we are talking about US dollar annual GDP, so that is the first thing to please keep in mind when we are discussing these matters. The second thing is that there are a couple of forecasts which were made. One of them is my own, which I made on the basis of 2024 data from the World Bank WDI indicators, and I measured something which I call a VIP index of economic power. That index is not in terms of current prices, but my index indicated after I got the full data for 24. This must have been in January or February. That India's economic power as measured by the VIP is now larger than that of Japan in 2024. On the basis of that, I made a forecast saying even the dollar value will become larger around 2025. This forecast in a way was confirmed in April by the IMF, in April in the bank fund meetings. IMF gave its own forecast. They always have a forecast of 5 years, and so their forecast for the next year, which is 2025, which from January to December, was also similar to mine, but they of course have precise numbers. I had just made a general statement. They gave a precise number which showed that India's GDP for the full year 2025 would become higher than that of Japan. So in that sense, it is true. And finally, if I summarize these two things, I would say that one can be, I am pretty confident that that will happen. But the exact data will probably not be available till January or February, because we are talking about the whole year. So India is in the process. Perhaps there was some word which was missed or something, but one could say that India is in the process of becoming the fourth largest economy, and I am personally confident that will happen by the end of 2025, because we need all 12 months GDP to say that, to assert that, so to say. Till then, it remains a forecast.